Unless you were hiding under a rock, you'll have noticed that Sunday's Super Bowl was interrupted by an unprecedented 34-minute power outage. And as the investigation into the outage continues, questions are being raised about the power supply in New Orleans and the state of power grids across the U.S. According to a memo prepared by the Louisiana Stadium and Exposition District, the group responsible for the Superdome, loss of power was a concern as far back as October. Now, if we are the world's superpower, why is loss of power still an issue in 21st century America? What needs to be done to modernize our aging electrical grid?
We have a marvel of engineering for the 20th century that provided electricity for lighting, for refrigeration. However, a lot more needs to be done to prepare it for an infrastructure for the 21st century, for a digital economy with all the high-end digital devices we need. The last 17 years, infrastructure depreciation has far exceeded construction and investment in the infrastructure, to the point that World Economic Forum ranks our electric power network in North America number 35 in the world.
The problem that we have is this is primarily a state issue, not a federal issue. The state public service commissions are reluctant to raise rates to an adequate level in order to upgrade our system. Consumers don't want to pay the bill, and we, in essence, take for granted, as you've pointed out, that our electric system will be there in order to meet our needs. The fact is, it's not correct. We've had outages both on the gas grid, and people have probably heard about the very large gas explosion that we had here in California due to aging infrastructure. So it's a problem, and because the grid is interconnected, it's not just isolated to a state. We saw the entire East Coast go out due to a power problem that started in the Midwest. So we need to pay for the system to be upgraded, and that's the big challenge. How do we convince ratepayers that paying for this in the long run is in their best interest?